We all know interest rates are up, driven by seemingly everything God sends to earth to test us. Westpac has said new fortnightly mortgage repayments would increase in most places, but Aucklanders might get it even worse. But deals are available behind closed doors.
What's the password?
Let me in, you idiot.
Last week, BNZ quietly offered a 4.99% one-year mortgage rate to brokers only. Now, an ASB customer claims the bank matched the BNZ deal, nearly 2 percentage points lower than what was advertised online. ASB, though, hasn't yet confirmed that.
So what is the magic word to open the door and get that great rate? Well, joining us is John Bolton from Squirrel. John, spill the beans. Can I just ring up the bank and say, hey, I want that 4.99% rate too?
Oh, you could have up until yesterday. So, yeah, look, it's a bit unfortunate, right? It was meant to be a little marketing kind of below-the-counter offer that blew up, and the simple fact is that those loans have been written below the cost of funds, so banks would be losing money on that rate. The best rate that we're seeing out there at the moment is 5.99, which is still a really good rate from where they were heading, right?
Why would the banks do it all secret Squirrel rather than just like making an ad and being like, come to us, we'll give you a loan for 4.99%?
Market share is important for them, and in a really slow market, they start to feel a little bit more vulnerable when they do compete for market share. You're going to see the odd promotion, different kinds of promotions. This one was very, very expensive, and I think not really the sort of promotion that you're going to see out there, because banks simply can't afford to be pushing 4.99 rates out there. Remember, this was meant to be below the counter and kind of secret Squirrel, which is ironic given we're Squirrel.
Well, you say the banks can't afford it, but aren't they making record profits? Like, they literally can afford it.
Yeah, look, it's really interesting because the Reserve Bank, when they did the OCR, I think it was last week, wasn't it? Adrian came out and said, look, borrowers are getting a really good deal at the moment. Banks are writing mortgages on very thin margins, where the losers in all of this are actually savers.
So what do we do? What are some tips for making things easier?
I think plan. Definitely plan ahead and don't wait for it to happen to you. Have a strategy. I think you need to find some of it in regular cost savings. The other thing is, potentially look at refinancing. See if you can get a better offer. Banks are offering cashbacks, and you can go put that in a savings account. That can offset some of the difference, at least for the next year, which is probably the time frame that we've got to work to. Eventually rates are going to fall, but for the next year or so, people have just got to get used to these high rates.
Thanks so much, John. John Bolton from Squirrel.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Kia ora, welcome on to the project. Everyone, look, Nadine Higgins is here. And Guy Williams. Who should we ask for advice on mortgages? I'm going to go with the registered financial advisor, Nadine Higgins. Any tips?
I think my best one is don't be loyal to your bank, because they are not loyal to you. They rely on us being a bit too lazy to bother switching to another bank. And they'll give you a better deal if you're a new customer. So, take your business, toddle across the road and talk to a different bank.
Can I say it's a huge faff to change banks, though?
It's actually not that bad anymore, because you can get them to just transfer over all your direct debits and your automatic payments. So, yeah, there's some paperwork, but if it's going to save you thousands of dollars,
switch banks regularly. That's good advice, and that's even really good advice if you're planning on robbing banks as well. Switch locations up, I reckon.
Yeah, don't rob where you bank. That's good advice.